Our 15-round bouts coming back to boxing. Knuckleheads, welcome to the Fighters Rep, where we give you free fights, interviews in the fight game, and fight commentary from the mind of a lawyer/attorney. I was reading today on the internet, like I usually do, about boxing, and I came across an article where Carlos Molina, former 154-pound IBF champion, indicated that his next bout against Juan Carlos Regosa, which is happening in Michoacan, Mexico, which is important when we're talking about this, he's indicating that this next bout on November 6th is going to be a 15-round bout. And he's saying that he's very excited about a 15-rounder. He's kind of always dreamt of fighting a 15-round bout. He keeps himself in great shape, and he thinks he'll have no problem doing it, and so on and so forth. But it kind of got the gears turning for me, especially before I found out, it was happening in Mexico, and before I found out that it's happening under Carlos Molina's own promotional banner, which I'm sure, had some influence on whether or not they've approved the 15-round fight, which it looks like they have. But it got my gears turning, and I thought to myself, is this something that's going to fly in the United States if it's proffered to one of the commissions here in the United States? I would say that it would probably not fly with any of the commissions in the United States. I think these 15-round bouts got cut down to 12 rounds because, besides the fact that people were dying in the championship rounds between 11 and 15, you also can fit 12 rounds more readily into your typical TV broadcast. But now also with the rise of all these streaming platforms, perhaps it's something that could be more suitable, if you will, because these streaming platforms probably are not as obstructed by, television and commercials and so on and so forth. So it's interesting to me, and it's an interesting read, and I'm wondering to myself, is it a good idea? In my opinion, knuckleheads, a 15-round bout in the sport of boxing, it's a change. It's going to force the guys to work harder and take more damage. And I don't think that hard work and taking damage is or are the issues in boxing. So I don't think it makes that much of a difference, to be honest with you, to improve. I don't think it's that much of an improvement to the sport of boxing, if at all. In fact, I believe we lost something like 4 people in 2019 because of boxing. God rest their souls. And I don't think adding 3 rounds is going to do a lot of good for the sport of boxing. I think there are other things, and I've preached this on the channel several times, that would improve the sport of boxing, such as, the best guys fighting the best guys, or maybe, getting rid of the culture where it's, a bad thing to take a couple losses or even take 1 loss, and maybe getting rid of the whole, taking guys to other countries and manufacturing their record till they're 10-0, 20-0. I think those are the problems with boxing that need to be addressed, and probably a lot more investment in the marketing aspect of boxing in order to get it to where it should be and where it needs to be. I don't think, in my opinion at least, adding 3 rounds is necessarily a good thing or going to improve the sport in any way. In fact, I think it's going to damage the fighters a bit more, potentially result in more deaths, although I would love to see some sort of research on the difference between the two. And I just don't think it's a wonderful idea. But my question for you guys in Knucklehead Nation is, what do you think about bringing back 15-round bouts, the way Carlos Molina is trying to do here? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, the bell notification icon next to it. Join Knucklehead Nation. Get your Fighters Rep gear in the link below. Get you a shirt, a mask, a hoodie, a tank, whatever it is, because anything you guys invest here helps me continue to build this channel and the only kickboxing promotion that matters on the dopest fight channel on YouTube. Knuckleheads, I appreciate your time. I look forward to hearing what you have to say, and we'll talk soon.